business.
No more business.
No more business.
Too many errors.
Too many errors.
Too many errors.
Too many errors.
Children in care are still at risk of abuse.
Children in care are still at risk of abuse.
It's a difficult conversation when it comes to children's social care, but we have to say it. Currently, over 80,000 children are in the care system, while there's a research that says by 2025, it will be about 100,000 plus. That's a huge number. I have a passion for gender equality, women empowerment, and when I see somebody that is having kind of bitterness in their heart, I easily identify such person. I'm a social entrepreneur and I have a master in supply chain management. I provide advocacy support to the community, and I'm also the founder of Save the Woman. We started as a project with the help of Teesside University and Student Union and other enactors group. It got to a stage, they said it's grew to a stage that needs to be on its own, need to be registered in England and Wales. Because basically what we do is we provide support to African, Asian, minority ethnic community.
Justice for the families of children in care.
Justice for the families of children in care.
Back in 2019, when there's a single parent that in the last 10 months, she has not been able to see her daughter. Her daughter has been taken into children's social care. You could see there's bitterness in her face, but she could not speak out. She don't know who to speak to. She don't know who to ask for help.
Keep families together. Help them grow stronger.
My children are my joy. My family are my joy, you know. And if a parent just woke up midnight, look left, right, you can't find your child. That's one of the hardest things in life. When I listened to her carefully, I approached the local authority to seek for more information, because that's what we do. We try to balance the view. We don't just depend on what parents told us. So that made us to ask, and when we look into that case, we see elements of injustice. We see elements of systemic racism, Afrophobia racism, and particularly nepotism. Because according to the mother, when we looked through the documents that we found out, the teacher that raised concern that a child made a disclosure was the person that eventually managed or negotiated to foster that child, which is ridiculous, you know. So we try to see what they can do. We go through the complete procedure. Nothing is being done. We use the political platform. Nothing is being done. It seems everybody were just silent to injustice. So that was why Save the Woman take it upon themselves, and got so good, we got the children back for the parents.
We need love in authority. The authority is not on machine. We need authority has a human heart.
Respect our parenting.
Respect our parenting.
Respect for diverse parenting.
Respect our parenting.
The chief social worker for children and family in England, Isabel Troller, she recently said children were wrongly taken into care. There was even a case review that came up recently that the social care are fond of investigating families rather than providing support. So it's not about lenient to a community, a particular culture. Every culture has their own value that they protect, they cherish. Not at the same time, we have to be careful to look into some of the procedures and policy, not only disrespecting some people's culture, but they were prejudiced against people.
Justice for the families of children in care.
Justice for the families of children in care.
Make home safe.
Nobody's asking for special treatment. What people are asking for is justice, fair treatment. You know what I mean? Treating people with respect. And that's go back to the training given to social worker. More needs to be done by the government, by the training and educating the professionals, the social worker. And that is why Save the Woman is also doing their own part we recently launched a insensitive parenting course, and that course is about educating family as well, educating parents for them to also understand their responsibility, because there's a law that says we have to protect these children, safeguard them, and that course is about enlightening parents, educating them, equipping them with skills that they will be able to understand the law and the regulations of this country, and to be able to give the best to their child and protect their children very well. Because if there's unfair treatment in the system, then you have to protect your home. The major concern we are having now is about preferential treatment given to foster parents when they did not birth family to support them. Birth family needs more support.
Support families, not the look after children industry.
Support families, not the look after
after
children
children
industry.
There's a report that just came out that said the fostering agency are making each profit of these services. The local authority where we are now, even if family working with them and other agency, nevertheless, they will still escalate child protection plan. We got information from one of the local authorities recently. They spent £12 million on 65 young people. If you divide those money and just give small portion to a family, there are a lot of children and families that need support, but they will never come out or seek for support, because we've seen incidents of cases of people asking for support. Rather than supporting them, they kidnap their children, they take away their children from them. That is ridiculous, that's outrageous, this is a crime committed against humanity. And when these families are speaking up or they're looking for support, they threaten them, they victimize them more. So these are the things we need to kind of start looking at. How do we bridge that gap? And that is what Save the Man is meant for. And that is why we are there, to provide that support to the community and also break that barrier. Birth family needs more support. And there's a report that says the council is lacking the understanding of the diverse needs of the children and their families. There are loads of good positive recommendations, which if each local authority start putting them into practice, definitely things should be better. When we talk about change, it's not something that will just happen. It's going to take time, but there must be willingness to make that change.